So sorry about the late. I'm doing this in the morning. I'm on the night shift, so it gets a bit harder to get some time during the day to do the filming. So in my last video, I talked about the family, a documentary on Netflix, and how religion and Christianity is basically it's depends on how you see it, but for me, I see it as, first of all, being wrong. Should never mix religion with politics, ever, because there's so many different religions living in one country that you're not actually speaking for everyone, really. And for those people that don't believe, or those people that are basically whose sexuality is different from the ones that I've mentioned in the Bible, they don't speak that, and we're living in a world where we're beyond that small sort of looking glass thing. And as I'm watching it and I'm seeing how they're trying to do the just thing, okay, and how they're trying to do the work of God and everything else, I'm reminded again about Steve Avery and how he's still sitting in that prison cell. And I mean, as I said before, that documentary shocked the hell out of me. And how that family, the woman's husband and everything else, would actually just gun for one person. I mean, did they ever watch the documentary? For me, I would like to know with clear certainty that we had the right person. And all the judges and everything else just wouldn't hear the case again. Some judges make up their mind within 2 minutes, and you suddenly question what's the point of a jury. And we can tell in films like 12 Angry Men that some juries just want to go home. It's they just want to go back to the normal lives. They don't care about the individual, unless you're lucky enough to have somebody that really wants to care and really wants to get the evidence. But again, it all boils down to shadow of a doubt. And for me, Steven Avery is the real reason America should not have, or any country should never have, the death penalty. I'm sorry, because this case proves it. And me being a comic book sort of hero thing, when you got the heroes who will go out the way not to kill, you have people like Batman, who saw the murder of his parents, and he tries his damnedest to not go for revenge. Then you have the opposite side of things with Punisher, and he just, he wants that sort of vengeance. But watching this case, and with the lie detector and everything in that documentary, giving you really a good shadow of doubt, and gadgets, it's telling you that he's telling the truth, but still no one's listening. And if America was all about religion and about the ways of Jesus Christ, then really it's all about, do not cast the first stone, and it's all those quotes. And it's, you do not condemn a man to death. Definitely you do not condemn a man to death if you don't have all the rights, and you listen to somebody. And I believe, if Jesus Christ was here today, I could definitely see him putting his hand on Stephen Avery and says, "No, you are innocent, walk free," or we must hear him out, because that's justice. because we're America's living in a state where, and most countries are, right, where if you are rich, you can afford good lawyers that will look at everything and examine everything and know what to say. And that young boy in that case didn't have a good enough lawyer. She tried her best, the girl, whatnot, years later, but he never really had a good representative. And and you look at the prosecution, and the whole government puts a lot of money into keeping the wrong people in jail. Where is the justice? Where is the Christian view on that? You know, that they're such in a rush to condemn a man whose evidence really, if you had spent equal amounts of money on prosecution and defence, you may have got a better picture. My heart goes out to all those people in these countries who are oppressed by religion, that are oppressed by their own governments and their own police state or laws and stuff like that, that does not grant every single person, no matter how much money they have, no matter what race, religion, colour, anything, sexuality, whatnot, that they are not getting a fair trial. So please don't come to me and say that you're living in some sort of clear Christian, righteous, or Buddhist or Muslim or whatever religion area that you're in, because I've yet to find a country that gives a person a fair trial. And for those people out there and saying, "Oh, what about if this person killed your son or daughter or anything like that?" And then the quick answer to that, well, if I know for deep down that the person did it, or I saw the person do it, I would kill them myself. But thankfully we don't live in a world where there is, thankfully we don't live in a world where there's cameras everywhere that captures every moment, TV cameras and whatnot. We don't live in a Big Brother society, but that's the only way you could probably get the real truth and the real justice if you've watched it and then filmed it yourself. But if there is nobody around to see this and whatnot, but then again, things can be fabricated, things can be falsified and stuff. And so the only real clear justice that you can have is to have that person locked away for life and live with that regret is a much worse thing to do, rather than just putting a dog, a dog or a criminal out of its, just shooting them there. Then they won't live with that regret. But then we're talking about how many innocent people are in jail, innocent, living with the idea that they did not do it. So for me, everyone deserves as many trials as it gets, but really we should only until we're really positive that that person should stay in jail. We should be jumping for the chance to look at cases over and over again to make sure that the right person is in jail and there isn't the true villain that's still roaming the streets, laughing it off. And that's my thoughts of the day. Free the innocents. Thank you.